Some men live a simple life, while others have a fire that threatens to engulf the world.
Bonjour, and I have to apologize in advance because of the lack of content of the previous months, because I think the last video came out was in May or April, one of those two, I forget which. Since where I work, we got called back to work as being essential workers during the times of this whole COVID-19 that's happening right now. And with all the restrictions and everything, it very limited of the ideas that I have in mind. So some of the stuff I said in the introduction, it may happen, but in a different way, since the way I wanted to do it, we're not able to do it at this point in time due to COVID and social distancing and all that other yada yada. But today, I have something a little bit special. I at least wanted to get this video out there. And I told myself once I get it, I want to do an unboxing video for you guys. Since the past, I think it was 2 or 3 weeks ago, I was in contact with a gentleman in England by the name of Mr. Martin Lancaster, who is the overall commander for the 9e Regiment de l'Infanterie Legere, otherwise known as the 9th Regiment of Light Infantry over in Europe. A very prestige, very well-known regiment in reenacting. He was able to get with me and get some original items that he was clearing out from his storage. And we were talking for a bit, and after paying a very pretty penny, I was able to actually get these items from him mailed over to me. And that's what I want to unbox for you guys today. This will be the first time for me seeing these, so this will be a first for both of us. At least before I get started. Actually, I just want to open the box first. I'll be careful, I don't want to make sure I don't rip anything in here. Here we are. There we go. Is that everything? Yes, it was. All right, let's see what we have here. Wait, these being originals. We'll start from the top and work our way down. So the first thing we have here are a few, if I'm able to get the bag open, I'll cheat a little bit. You just don't want to get out of the bag, do you? We have some original buttons from the 6e Regiment Legere. See if I could get these up to the camera where you guys can see them. And from the buttons that we have, they're actually almost dead on accurate, since these are originals and we used originals from the internet that we were able to find. And actually we were able to find a contact here in the US that actually made the buttons for us. So actually seeing these definitely makes confidence boost to where, okay, we at least got the buttons right for the uniforms itself. So I'll at least put these down. These over to the side. So there was one other item in there that Mr. Lancaster told me about. I think. What's in here? open. Here we go. These are actual regimental stamps that would be used in messages for the 6e Regiment. Unfortunately, when he told me about this, the person that was collecting them was saving the stamps prints, as you see here, but he was actually throwing out the rest of the letters. So unfortunately, we can only see like maybe a handful of words that were written down at the time of the Napoleonic Wars. I would have to dig more into this and see what the parts of the letter actually say before going any further with this. But at least having the stamps of the unit as well as the period buttons is definitely a big boost in terms of getting research for the unit that we actually do portray here for the 6th Regiment of Light Infantry. Okay, so here is a side-by-side comparison with the original on the right, then our reproduction ones on the left. And as you can see on here, it is pretty damn accurate. I know on the originals, a lot of stuff is eroded, is not as sharp and fine-pointed as before, with especially being at 200 years old. But I have to give props to Daryl Sheldon Pewter, who actually made all our buttons for the unit. And there was one thing I noticed, like yes, this one has the basic loop, pretty much like what we have for our unit. But there was one thing I noticed on some of the buttons was actually, if I'm able to pull them up here, they actually have a different design in terms, like, I think it's like a sort of like a four-way, like there's basically 4 holes where you do this basic loop in there. I'm not sure if this is a different design that was used during the period. If there is anyone who has information about this different alteration in the back of the buttons, feel free to put it down in the comment section below. I would love to hear more about this. So that was everything that came in the package from England. And I have to say, actually seeing these in person, holding on to them, I'd say it's a very great honor to actually hold on to these and actually have these at the unit headquarters, especially for the 6e Regiment d'Infanterie. And I have to give props to Mr. Martin Lancaster for letting me buy these off of him instead of them going somewhere else. I don't know where, but all I know is that they're at the 6th Regiment l'Infanterie Legere headquarters, which is a very good thing, and hopefully this will be just the beginning. If things get better in the future, fingers crossed, I hope they do, our unit, hopefully we will be able to make it sometime in the far future, I don't know where, of actually getting over in Europe. Fingers crossed on that, but that'll be once COVID gets all taken care of, but I digress. So, if you like what you see here, be sure to subscribe to see more, and don't forget to follow us on our Instagram and our Facebook page. And until the next one, mon amis, vive l'empereur! And yes, I'm doing No Shave November.